My name is Scott Schneider and welcome to my new channel, Stereo Niche. I'm a longtime vintage audio collector, and today I thought I would kick it off by taking you around what I call my showroom, which is where I display a large portion of my collection. Now after this, I will do individual videos of separate units, so if there's something you really like, put something in the comments below and I'll try to get to it soon. And to make sure you don't miss any of those videos, please be sure to hit subscribe so you'll get a notification when they come out. So at this point, I'll get behind the camera and walk you around the room. Okay, I've got the camera in hand. Let me back up here a little bit and give you a view of the whole wall on this side of the room. This is what I call my speaker wall. Pretty obvious. I bring in and rotate in my speakers. I have way too many speakers to put in here at one time, so I bring them in and rotate them in and out, of the room as I restore them or just want to change up what I'm listening to at any one time. Same thing for the gear. Don't have all this hooked up. I'd have the reel-to-reel sitting up here more just for display. I don't really play much in the way of reel-to-reels. Nice tuner I've got in place there. Kyocera. It's part of a whole system that I have in the boxes in the back, but I have the tuner in here. Mac piece is just there for display at the moment. It needs to be restored. I'm currently using an Emotiva amp in here. A bit ironic since everything I have is vintage except for that unit. Then I have an Elite Pioneer C90 preamp that I really like that amp. I have a couple of those. And then a Mitsubishi LT30 turntable, which is a quite awesome turntable. And then for speakers at the moment, I've got a new large Advent, or a bullnose Advent, a set of Klipsch Heresy, a set of Polk SDA 2s, and on top of them is a Cambridge Soundworks Ensemble. I've repainted them some time ago. And then on the very end, the Pioneer Elite TZ9. I'm going to circle around. This is just a display I have set up here with different turntables and usually cassette decks, but right now I do have a CD player in there. And then I've got these two awesome cassette decks here. This is a beast, the Nakamichi 1000 ZXL. It's a monster. And then going around, these doors lead to my workshop and storage area. It's pretty big mess. I won't go in there, but a lot more stuff in the back that I'll bring out over time. And then I have a set of JBLs I'm going to be putting in rotation here pretty soon and doing a review of them. And then I am upon the gear wall. And this is where I have the majority of my gear. Not the majority, actually. It's just a good portion of my gear. And got it set up on this side of the room. So I'll kind of go through it just a little bit very quickly. As I said, I plan on coming back and doing more in-depth reviews, but I'll start at the bottom. Several pieces down here from Ico, a Dynaco preamp or an amp, and then a Sherwood integrated amp. All of these are earlier models. Most are tube gear. This is a set of the Fisher integrated and tuner. Another integrated and tuner, then a couple of receivers. The one on the left is a early solid state with push buttons, and the one on the right, 500C receiver. And then some good examples from Scott. They have a really classic look to them. And on the top, I've got several cassette decks from Nakamichi. All of these are from Nakamichi, actually, that are up here right now. I've got a couple of these, the 680ZX, and then the 505, which is a really cool unit. That front comes out, spins around, really neat. And then my section of Marantz. Lots of Marantz units here, all from the classic silver face era. Have most of the 22 series. Then a really beautiful, beautiful 2330B here. And a few more Marantz as we go down. Again, I plan on coming back and doing a more thorough review of them, but just thought I'd give you a quick look at what's in my main room here. It's a beautiful Pioneer 1010. I love the Blueface series. I know a lot of people really like the Silverface, but I am kind of partial to the Blueface models myself. In this section here, it's all Pioneers in the unit. And then on top, this is one of my favorite turntables, this JVC model. It's really gorgeous. Now we're going to look at some of the McIntosh units. Got a set of MC75s that I had restored some years ago, and then some other tuners and amplifiers, preamps, tube and solid state, early stuff. And then I'm going to slide on over to the last column in this row, and this is my Sansui section. And really cool stuff. This is one of my most favorite tuners. Don't get a chance to use a tuner as much anymore, but it's really a beautiful tuner. Early 80s series. And this beast, the QRX 9001, it's just a monster. I just love when this thing's lit up. And one of my favorite all-time receivers, the 9090 and the 9090. This is the 9090 DB, but both of them stellar. I just think they're fantastic receivers. And the beast, the AU 20000, it's an awesome integrated amp. And a timeless piece, the AU 719 and the 919, they look like they could have been made today. Just really awesome. It's the European version of, this is the 790, but it's a Euro model. And then some early receivers, the 881 and then the 8. They're just, these are really fan. If you find one of these, either one of these, they're great receivers. And then on top, I've got a few things up here, some Pilot mono blocks. I think they're about 12 watts. They're really cool. And then I have several small little bookshelves up there. Several headphone amps. Don't actually listen to headphones too often, but I have them. And then at this end of the room, some different pieces down here that I have set up. So when I didn't have room for anything else, some gas units and TIAC and some Kenwood, Yamaha, and an awesome Harman Kardon preamp there. And then lastly, in the kind of tucked away in the corner are a few different things, a couple of other reel-to-reels, but some SAE gear and Crown separates. Then back to the center. Got some JBLs that I need to get refoamed here soon, and then we're back to the speaker wall. And before I get there, one last thing is sitting in the center, kind of a piece of art, the Pioneer PL90. Really a gorgeous turntable. And that's a quick review of my showroom. I will come back with lots of videos of individual pieces and over time. And so I hope you enjoyed the quick review of the showroom. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post those in the bottom. And of course, if you want to make sure you see any future videos, hit subscribe. Thanks.